Heather McDonald has got the juiciest scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, Juicy Scoop is the show to know. She talks Hollywood tales, her real life Mr. Segment serial data and serial sister. You'll be addicted and addicted fast to the #1 tabloid real life podcast. Listen in, listen up. Woo woo. Heather McDonald, Juicy Scoop.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. Woo! I've got such a juicy interview for you today. First, we have to catch you up on what has happened since we had our last show. Well, on the flight back from Las Vegas to Georgia, Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta was flying in first class. And next thing we know, she was coming off the plane being escorted by police or FBI, I'm not really sure, with body cams and everything. And people didn't know what happened. She came off calm. She wasn't in handcuffs. And since then, TMZ has given us the body cam of Portia as well as the woman that she had the argument with. So they appear to be both that they were in first class. And so the woman said, Portia, who she didn't know who she was watching her Instagram, which was very loud, scrolling through it for about 30 minutes without her earphones. And the woman said, do I have to listen to this for the whole flight? And Portia then took offense to that and said, you could say something a little kind. You could say it to me kinder. If you don't like it, you could say something to me kinder. They both kind of say that an argument ensued. And the other woman got out her phone to film to kind of protect herself because she said at that moment, either they were in the air or about to, but the flight attendants could not assist in any way as the argument was being heard because they were strapped in to take off or they were already in the air. It's important whether they were in the air or not because then that is a federal issue or is it a state situation? So the woman says then she took out her phone to maybe film this argument. And that's when Portia pushed her phone away and the phone went down the aisle. And that is where, that I don't know if they had to move places from each other. It's a long flight from Vegas to Georgia to Atlanta, but they both spoke to officers after coming out. So we'll see what happened. But it seems like, that woman says she didn't know who she was. So if she was coming for BravoCon, she wasn't familiar with Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, but nobody was hurt and no one was arrested. However, Mia of the Real Housewives of Potomac was arrested. She is no longer on this season. She did not appear at BravoCon and she was arrested. We also got body cam footage of her in a jail being, taking her mugshot. By the way, the mugshot was very attractive because she is being accused of stealing $11,000 worth of furniture from a condo that she was renting. So I guess the condo came with furniture and then she moved out and took all the furniture with her instead of leaving it there. And in the conversation she's having with officers, she's like, can I call this guy? He has the key to the storage facility where the furniture is. So hopefully somehow she may have forgotten that she never purchased this furniture. Usually when you rent a furnished apartment, they don't say, do us a favor and take all of the furniture with you. So she's going to have to get out of that one. Also, this is sad news. Megan King Edmonds, Real Housewives of OC, she was the detective that discovered that Brooks was faking cancer with Vicky, who has now just been honored with her orange to return to the 20th season. And she's a very smart girl, and she lives in St. Louis because her ex-husband, she was the fourth wife of her ex-husband, who was a famous baseball player. I forgot his name, but his name is Edmonds. Like Jim Edmonds. He's since married his fifth wife. She was the fourth, and they have 3 kids together, a girl and twin boys. And it has been a very tumultuous post-divorce life for them with custody and whatnot. And there was an incident a while back where his new wife claimed that she came over to the house unannounced to drop off a dress, and that caused a temporary restraining order or something. And then the news came out that she has temporarily lost custody of her children. And there's different reports of why. I first thought it was just a result of the tumultuous, toxic relationship between the three of them, parents. But now it appears that there might have been something happened where one of her son is on a medication and the other twin received it by accident. And therefore a nurse at the school called CPS. And I'm guessing if it's something like that, this will be just that, a temporary thing. But I know her personally, and she's a very dedicated mother. And it's just very unfortunate when kids are little and parents and step-parents and exes are not getting along. And then something like this can really be, escalated. And so we'll see. I don't know everything. We don't know who's in the wrong, but obviously children want both their parents if they are healthy people. Real Housewives of Potomac couple. This is just a crime situation with these Bravo people, but their bank accounts have been seized. This is Professor Wendy and Happy Eddie, who are being accused and were arrested for lying about a robbery, saying that someone robbed them, took their jewels, took their clothes, took their handbags. In fact, those items were returned prior to the robbery, in which they got the cash back. They lied and said other things were stolen, and then they were seen wearing the rings while filming Potomac. They say it's all a big misunderstanding, but according to the reports, their bank accounts have been seized and secret emails and texts and apps are being exposed. So it's not looking good for them, but she was at BravoCon and everyone was cheering her on and she seemed very confident and happy. Also, Karen Huger, who just got out of prison for doing 6 months for her fourth DUI when she drove herself into a tree. She got a standing ovation. So getting in trouble with the law is just the best thing to keep your employment at Bravo. So that's great. Shep Rose of Southern Charm got caught. Someone was filming him talking to other people at a casino bar. And he said he was just very annoyed with Paige on Southern Charm. She was on Summer House. She's no longer on the show. She has a very successful podcast with Hannah Berner. And she was dating Craig from Southern Charm for years. And he's telling the people, really, Paige? I mean, Shep is going, she's made millions off the backs of Bravo. And then she breaks up with Craig on her podcast. And I'm like, are you seriously mad that this woman, who was not a cast member of Southern Charm, though I'm sure she was paid for her appearances, because she didn't call up the cameras and give them the exclusive and break up with him on camera, when instead they broke up privately and then she shared her perspective on her own podcast, that is her right to do. And he's literally bitter that somehow they didn't get the action moment and he's bagging on her. He doesn't come off well. Mauricio, Kyle's husband, did a very embarrassing photo shoot for People magazine with women pulling his shirt off of him. And it is the most cringy thing. I thought the most cringy was him doing lip syncing TikToks at his open houses. No, it's this photo shoot when they're not. He's single again. They haven't even filed. Kyle and he have not even filed yet. So we're just going to let these people be single and legally stay married because no one wants to give up the house in La Quinta. I don't know. It's fine, but I think it's embarrassing for the kids. And personally, my eyes were assaulted when I was scrolling, and I might just have to mute people for a minute. Just remember that he will never emotionally fulfill you. Just know that, Kyle. Just know that from our famous psychic here at the infamous dinners. Khloe Kardashian, this just broke my heart. She was answering questions and it was about journaling. And she said, I always journaled since I was a teenager. I had all these journals. And while I was married to Lamar, he got paranoid. We know he struggled with drugs and alcohol. He found my journals, read some of them, and got paranoid. And she came home and he burned them all in a fire. Honestly, this is the worst story. And I can't believe she took this long to share it. And I don't know that she ever would have shared it unless someone asked her and she was answering questions. I mean, that is so incredibly valuable, not only to yourself, to your memories. I wish I had journal like that. I wish I have these podcasts from the last 10 years if I ever want to listen back and like reflect on my feelings and my Patreon. But the real journals of like how you felt at 16, 17, 18 when your dad was dying, that would have been such valuable property, being a famous person, to write a book, whatever. I'm like, this is worse than his cheating, his drug use, anything. Maybe he wasn't in his right mind. She's so giving. But I think this is probably the cruelest thing that you could do to someone in your life, is to burn their work, their memories, pen to paper, their childhood. Disgusting. God, she's a good person. There is a horrible update with this young girl who was found dead on a cruise. So she was a senior in high school, looking to go to college, a cheerleader, very cute. At first, they didn't know where she was. Then they found her body under the bunk beds. So in a suite on the cruise, it was her dad, her stepmom, and the stepbrother that was 16, that mom's son, and then her younger full brother. The 5 of them were sharing a room. The boys were in a bunk bed and she had her own bed. And when the younger brother woke up, he didn't see her and he just figured she was out with the parents or whatever. When they all got to breakfast and she was not there, they panicked, didn't know where she was. They found her wrapped up in a sheet under one of the bunk beds. And the 16-year-old stepbrother is now a suspect. So sad, so terrible, so strange. Horrible for the family, horrible for her mother. Where's her mother? My God. So we'll be following that. Okay, now let's get into our very juicy interview. To remind you guys, I'm going to be covering more stuff that I haven't over the holidays on Patreon. So you always want to be part of Patreon. You go to heathermcdonald.net. This is all about Mormon wives, you guys. We are going to get into the secret lives of Mormon wives with the juiciest interview ever. Let's get into it. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. Well, I have a very juicy guest and you're going to want to listen to this one and get all the juicy details. I've got Marciano Brunette, who was the star of The Villa on Hulu, but is now the main talk and the storyline of the 3rd season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, because 2 of the married, well, they're all married except for one girl, but 2 of the married girls had some relations with you. And welcome to Juicy Scoop.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for reaching out to come on, because some people may remember I had 2 of your co-stars from The Villa on about 6 months ago, Hannah and Hagen.
Yeah.
And Hannah is your ex-girlfriend.
Correct.
And you guys were a couple living in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
How many years were you together?
We've been on and off dating now for 5 years now almost. Yeah, it's been a while.
So remind us, because I know she told us, but that was a long time ago. So you guys were bartenders, worked at a club. What was your role in Vegas?
Yeah. So she used to work at clubs. I did too as well. But once COVID happened, we transitioned into the restaurant business and we started working at the same restaurant together.
And so then how did the Hulu Villa opportunity come up?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was asked by one of my other castmates on the show, Steven, who was close with Lisa.
Vanderpump.
Yeah, Lisa Vanderpump. And Lisa, when he referred me, she FaceTimed me the next day. And, we started talking. She, I think, liked me. And then we started that process for a few months. And then a week or 2 weeks before we started filming, they were looking for another girl. And at the time, me and my ex were not really talking. We were not good. But
okay.
She's the one who got me into reality TV. She's the
You
one
mean
who,
watching it, being a fan?
She's the one who got me like watching Vanderpump Rules and all the Housewives and stuff like that. So I was like, I knew how good she would be for TV. That I was like, even if we're not in a good spot, I definitely think you should be here.
So you weren't living together at that time?
We were not living together at the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to refer her and let's just do it. Let's see if she, and once I referred her, I kind of just took off from there. Lisa loved her.
Yeah. When I saw the cast and a little bit of it, I was like, oh my God, this is the Jax and Stassi of the infantile years of Vanderpump Rules. And it's a real relationship and there's a real back and forth. And this is going to be good, you know? Yeah. And then, because of course, Jax and Stassi, after they broke up, still worked together and all that stuff. So I could see why she was excited and why the producers would be excited about it, besides you guys being attractive and outgoing and all that. So you guys agreed to do the villa.
Yep.
And they had shared that you go to this Italian villa. It is not a cool, breezy month to be in the inland part of Italy. So the actual place, the villa that you're working in, is quite sweaty.
Yeah, it was very, very hot. I mean, first season was in France, second season, but it was in Italy.
Oh, that's right. So this was the second season. So correct. You did all of France.
All of France.
And then did the Italy. And so then an exciting thing, the crossovers are fun on Hulu as well, Bravo. A handful of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives come as vacationers at the villa.
Correct.
And of those girls, there was Demi, Jessi. Who else was there?
Layla, Michaela, and Jen.
The Jen Affleck. Okay, so Jen you guys Affleck, all go, and there's this flirting that we see watching the villa between you and Demi. And Demi is married to an older guy who was divorced. I think she was also divorced prior to marrying him.
Correct.
Which the whole thing with the Mormonism thing is just, I've talked about it because I'm like, I, as a Catholic, was kind of raised thinking the Mormons are way more like extreme and like you're married till you die and you don't drink coffee and you don't drink alcohol and like, you're a virgin when you get married. And like this show could not be more opposite. Like multiple marriages by the time you're 30, divorced, cheating, talking about, swinging. I mean, it's crazy, but it's a gem for a reality show producer for sure. What was your thoughts when they came in?
Well, here's the thing. Their show hadn't come out yet. So they were just normal people to us.
So when they did that, not even season 1 had aired?
Season 1 had not aired yet.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. So not only did I not know what Mom Talk was or anything about the swinging scandal, nothing. I didn't know any of them. If you even wanted to go look at their I remember because they had to post their trailer while they were there, actually, their first trailer.
Oh.
So, and I remember once we left getting all their Instagrams and they had very minimal following. So I had no idea. I think Hannah maybe told me that about Taylor Frankie Paul, but that's it. And
right.
The swinging scandal. And they made us kind of aware that there was a swinging scandal, but we had no idea what this was. We just were told.
I'm just going to catch up the audience.
Yep.
So there are these girls and they really took off during the height of TikTok, like a little COVID, post-COVID, and they would dance and they're young, beautiful moms in Utah with long flowing hair. And they had a following. And one day, Taylor Frankie Paul, who's now currently filming The Bachelorette, she came clean and said, my husband and I, we have 2 kids. We swung with another couple, which then I think season 2, they reveal the other girl. And we did soft swinging. But then season 2, she's like, we had all 4 of us had sex in the same bed, like with their prospective husbands. But then another person, the other girl and her husband would have sex in the same bed. We came out and there were other husbands there that took photos of us making out in short shorts. We took showers together. It was beyond spin the bottle type of stuff. And so that is shocking. She gets divorced. She falls for another guy. Taylor, what's her name? Frankie. What's her
Taylor
first?
Frankie Paul.
Taylor is her first name.
Taylor.
Taylor falls for another guy named Dakota, and they get pregnant, and she has a baby with him. Currently, they are no longer together, co-parenting that her third child, and she's doing The Bachelor. So that is really what I think sparked the interest of producers, because here are these beautiful girls that were being so honest about their life. Like, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Is like, I mean, I think next, I've watched a few episodes of this season, which just premiered and everyone's dying over it. But they talk about, swinging, anal, cheating, like crazy
Everything.
shit.
No,
there was a
they're
season
very open.
where there was another one where like the girl would like shove like a fruity cereal up her twat or something. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like, I cannot even, like, puts every other show to shame as far as like revealing yourself. So, okay, so
I think
so
that's what makes it
all
so crazy is
Yes.
the fact that they're Mormons, and then you hear all these crazy stories of like, and then
It's like
nobody
the
knows
most-
what Mormonism is, and then
Yeah.
they're like, well, these people are just crazy in general. Like, what is it exactly? But to be fair,
Yeah.
they are very forward and honest about everything.
Yeah.
But some of them, I'm going to say some, they're not. They are very normal human beings, and I
Yes.
think they're all fantastic. Just to be clear, they're very, very good people.
We all have our holiday traditions, and one of them is taking photos. But then, where do those photos go? They stick in your phone. You don't use them. You don't see them. This is why I love Aura frames. We have one. My mother-in-law absolutely loves it. It makes everything so easy to enjoy those memories throughout the year. It makes such a great holiday gift. What I really like is that it's unlimited free photos and videos. So just download the Aura app and connect to the Wi-Fi. Then you preload photos before it ships. Share the photos and videos effortlessly, straight from your phone all year long. And a beautiful gift box is included. So every frame comes packaged in premium gift box with no price tag. I mean, is this not the easiest, best gift? Think about it. They're going to see photos all year long in their Aura frame that you gave them. They're going to be thinking about you every day. This is the gift that keeps giving. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code JuicyScoop at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code JuicyScoop. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so order now before it ends. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Everybody's into this natural, no makeup look, but very few people can pull that off. And I can't, but now I can, because I have been using Jones Road Beauty. Oh my God. You guys, let me tell you about their tinted moisturizer. So amazing. For when you're just running around doing errands, you just have this natural glow. When you don't want to do the full face of makeup, pickleball workout, drop off, I absolutely love it. I don't like, always having a full face of makeup on, but I still want to look presentable. And this is what is so amazing with it. Jones Road just launched their most giftable and exclusive holiday collection yet. All 5 limited edition kits in the collection are trios that include new holiday shades, products, packaging. The collection is full of effortless yet party-ready essentials that you can wear for any occasion. This holiday season, simplify your routine with makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional. From November 18th to December 1st, Jones Road is doing their first ever Black Friday sale. Go to jonesroadbeauty.com to get up to 20% off site-wide. That's jonesroadbeauty.com for up to 20% off your entire order. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent me. I mean, they're making great television. They're, all attractive. They all have cute homes. They all have cute kids. It's kind of crazy. So your ex-girlfriend, coworker, Hannah, fills you in that there was this weird thing on TikTok with this one girl revealing that. And it was one of those things where she didn't have to tell. I never heard of it. Mm-hmm. She just was like, I'm getting so many comments. I need to tell you that, yes, we were swingers. Everyone's like, why did you tell on yourself? But by telling on herself, 3 years later, to her in Dancing with Stars, she's the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
We're sitting talking about it.
I know.
So everything happens for a reason. Okay, so you're in the villa.
Mhm.
They're posting their trailer for the first season of the show.
Correct. Yeah. So we didn't know who they were, like I said. And yeah, they're posting the trailer for the first time. And basically, we're just getting a feel for who they are as people before all of this comes out. And like, we didn't know what to think, like whatsoever. We just, for me as a male, like, I just saw very nice, attractive women that were very cool to hang out with. Honestly, they were very, very.
And none of them drank?
No, Layla and Jessi drank.
Okay.
Layla and Jessi drank. The others did not.
So what we see at the time there, what they edited for us, is that you and Demi, who was also married at the time, are having like a flirty talking moments where they like show the camera from like above and you guys are on the lounge chairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I can get into that actually a little bit. So we just kind of like hit it off right away. It was very consensual, just very like we were just easy just to talk to back and forth. And I could get into all of it honestly, but I'm just going to explain just this one part was just the fact that we had hit it off so well, and I think she had heard enough from my ex and other people that like, I'm damaged or whatever. Like I have this persona about me, and she kept saying that she wanted to have a therapy session and like try and like change me or work this out with me and like, try and basically, I don't know, get to know who I really was.
Why would someone say that you were damaged?
Well, I don't know if that was the word she was using or somebody else was, but she just felt like she wanted to be in the position to fix it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like obviously I
You're
want to
her
talk. I was like,
project.
I want to talk to you anyway. Okay, fine.
Sure,
Like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, then, okay, like let's do it. But, it was her idea to have that conversation. Not saying I didn't want to. I'm just saying it was her idea. And, right. What's so misleading is the fact that it's unfortunate to see everything that's going on now because everything that happened in there was so consensual. And
so what did happen there?
I mean, I'll just flat out say that the accusations she's making against me are 100% false.
Well, I need you to explain what the accusation is, and then why don't you tell us what happened? So what is she saying?
She's saying that I sexually assaulted her, groped her, I'm a sexual predator, all of those
Is she
things.
saying it just went to groping, or did she say it went further than that?
She's changed her words so many times, and I don't want to be disrespectful to her and the accusations because I do want to preface that it is so important, and it's so important for women to be believed when they say these things. But the only issue, obviously, is the fact that it's false. And I think that's why it's so problematic and it's such a tricky subject to maneuver through and navigate. But this is my life, and it's very damaging, and it's something that I have
and
to.
You have every right to defend yourself if it's not true.
Yeah. And,
someone being like, oh, God, go away, you thirsty. It's like, I hate that because when people have said things that are not true about me, yeah, it's your natural instinct to be like, but that's not me. That's not my character. And you have every right to say that, especially when it's at this level of public scrutiny,
100%. And I think that's the hardest part to deal with is the fact that I'm very self-aware. I'm not dumb, and I'm very, outgoing and very easy to talk to. And the fact that if I knew that there was a problem or I felt like I needed to back off, I would have done that no problem. And I'm smart enough to know these things. I was raised right by a good family, but she was very, very open to everything.
So what did you guys do in Italy?
So we were very flirty right from the jump, very touchy, very like it was really on her behalf because I have to be so careful with those things because I am an alpha male of the show, let alone there's 1,000 cameras everywhere. And I know I'm not going to get away with things that another person on this show might get away with because they're watching me so hard. And I understand that always. So it was mainly her. And I think one of the scenes that, besides like the touchy-feely or sitting on the lap, all those things, like we played Truth or Dare on the first night and I'm sitting next to her the whole time. And someone asked me to dare to kiss someone, and I politely lean over, ask her, do you mind if I kiss you on the cheek? She said, yeah, go for it. And she does talk about it on season 3 of Mormon Wives right now. And I kissed her on the cheek, and she was very okay with it. So that's just me asking politely, trying to initiate that I'm being respectful to you. I hope you know that, because I absolutely respect women. So, but it didn't stop there, obviously. And then we go on to, you know, end up having these conversations and whatnot. And then one thing led to another, where when she was leaving, you know, we shared a kiss goodbye. And that's
so the most you did in Italy was like a good kiss, tongue?
No.
So it was just a kiss on the lips, goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, but then she leaves, and then you guys continue communicating or not?
Yeah, so I actually want to backtrack just a little bit.
Okay, sure.
I just want to backtrack a little bit, and once again, some of the things that aren't shown, and two of them. I'm trying to remember. I'm like 99.9% certain. Before we end up having that talk, she posts the trailer, because we only get our phones for a small period of time. She was allowed to post her trailer. She had her phone. Before we have that conversation, she's like, I'm going to call my daughter and ask me, do you want to be there for that? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, because we had such a strong bond right away. It was like her daughter's first day of school or something like that. And she was like, do you want to hear how I talk to my daughter? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So
kind of very interesting.
Right? Like, I'm like,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah,
because she felt comfortable enough with me to do that.
Right.
And I listened to their entire conversation, and then we go and have our therapy session. And then
where it's just the two of you talking.
Correct. And then
on the cute Chase lounges. By the way, I have those same ones. It's called Business and Pleasure.
Oh, good to know.
It is so attractive. Anyway, go on. So you're sitting there.
Yeah. And then after that, so once she does leave, and this is very important, is the fact that she does want to stay in touch. But after we share a kiss and I'm walking away, and this is on camera, by the way. As I'm walking away, she says, I love you. Where I then turn around and say, I love you back. And it was the craziest thing that I was just like, and that was the last words that were said to each other before she left. The last words. And I'm like, all right, then it went well. And I was very like emotional when she left.
In the therapy session, what does she reveal about her current marriage?
Oh, a lot. I mean, we talked for 2 to 3 hours, like all on camera, where, I mean, she originally wanted to have the therapy session, I think, for me, but I think I might have.
You turned into the therapist?
Turned it around because I wanted to get to know her, and I was like talking a lot about myself, and I didn't mind doing that because like I'm not somebody that's very vulnerable, and I wanted to be vulnerable with her because I thought we had that connection in a way, and then I eventually got into asking her about her marriage, her first marriage, her divorce, having kids, and then like where you currently stand with your husband.
With a second husband.
And
who is a bit older than she.
Correct.
And so, I mean, what do you feel comfortable sharing that she said?
Like I said, I want to be respectful to her, and that's why it is a little tricky on certain things I will say. But it's just, I think the main thing that I can say is that I think she has a right to question a lot of the things that she was telling me when it comes to her marriage and where it's going to go with. I think I'll just leave it at that. She has a lot of questions that she's still
about the longevity of it. If this marriage is going to go to eternity, to the Mormon whatever, eternity, forever. Which, you know, most people have those moments in their marriage. So you normally share it with a real therapist or a girlfriend and not a hot guy in an Italian villa. But you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
So So she leaves.
Correct.
You have your little I love moment, and then I love you moment, and then what happens?
I was fired like a few days after. I think I want to say 4 or 5 days after that.
Why
Something like that.
were you fired?
I just got into a disagreement with another castmate, coworker, that once again, I said my presence is very known, and I was, I guess, intimidating the person where they didn't feel comfortable living in the same household, I guess, anymore. And they felt like it was best if I left. But
And how did you feel about that? Did you feel like you got fucked over, or were you like, fine, get me out of here. I'm just going to go back to my Vegas life? And
no, I was very disappointed because it was more the fact that not only did I let myself down, I let Lisa down, because I know how much, like, she, wanted to.
But you don't think she had a say to be like, don't fire him? I mean, I feel like on Vanderpump Rules, there was like times where James was like fired numerous times, but she wanted to keep him on the show. Maybe he's not actually working at the restaurant, but she wants to keep him on the show. But maybe at the villa in this infancy of the series, maybe they didn't have a way to keep you on the show if you weren't actually working at the villa.
No, and I understand. I think Lisa, I will never judge Lisa for the decisions she makes, and she has to make those decisions, and I'm okay with it, whether I think it's wrong or right. I will always trust Lisa, and it was just unfortunate, but it's okay. Honestly, It worked out for the best, and it really did work out for the best.
So you go back to Vegas.
Go back. No. I mean, and you've seen this on social media. They show it on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. No, I'm still in Italy. I'm getting dinner with Hannah because we both got fired at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And Demi follows me and messages me because I posted that I was eating out in Italy, and she knew I didn't have my phone. So when she saw that, she was like, what the hell happened?
You mean you can't have your phone when you're filming the show?
Correct.
So now she sees you're posting, so she's like, what happened? Okay.
Yeah, and then that's when she, tries to figure out why I'm posting.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can look up the messages where she is like, call me, and then she gives me her phone number, and I call her and we have 2 conversations, one for 49 minutes, and the second conversation for an hour and 13 minutes. And I just remember, Hannah was so mad because we had just gotten dinner, and she's like, why are you talking to this woman for 2 hours when we were like going through it being firing and being like all upset?
But this time you and Hannah are still now just former boyfriend, girlfriend.
But we're also trauma bonded from just
friends,
being,
but at this time, platonic friends.
Correct. And we still care about each other, and we're just fired together.
Yeah, okay.
And she's like, why are you talking to this woman for 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
And but the main thing was that I took from it, and in that conversation, she did actually try and say those accusations to me. She was like, she was like, she asked me, were you fired for touching me? I was like, what are you talking about? And then this is what makes me really upset, but also ends up backfiring on her, is the fact that she didn't know why I was fired, and she panics. And she's with all the girls still. So she tries to get ahead of what possibly could have happened, whatever, and tells all the girls that she was sexually assaulted. And she has talked about this where she was like, I told them all to stay silent. I don't want this coming out. Well, because it wasn't true, obviously.
Right.
And she was just trying to protect herself just in case if I come out and talk about it or say something, whatever, or why, if it comes out on the show, why I was fired, whatever. And so she tried to do that right away, and it ended up backfiring on her because I told her, I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, and then I told her why I was fired. And
which was with a totally different person. Had nothing to do with flirting with the mom talk people.
And it's because someone had just been fired. Aiden was fired. I still don't even know why, but things were going on with him and Layla in there. And he got
Layla's
fired.
Another Mormon wife.
They were like hooking up all the night before, and he was fired the next day. So she was like, did he get fired for doing something with me?
And then it would come out on the show.
come out on the show.
So she would rather get ahead of it and say it was unwanted advances.
Yeah, and the girls they were like trying to pressure her into filing charges. They said
because they believed her and were horrified.
They were trying to believe her, which 100% agree with.
Except if it's not true.
If it's not true. And she was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to bury this. I'm just making you aware.
Mm.
And it ends up backfiring on her. But we end up staying in touch. We end up staying in touch all the way until the Jessi,
Situation.
rumors.
So how
started
many
happening.
months, like what dates are we talking about that you guys, it's post-Italy and you guys are corresponding via phone?
Yeah, so
FaceTimes.
middle of August, I left. I was just checking.
August of 24 or 23?
Yeah, 2024. I left.
Okay.
I got back to Vegas, I think, on August 18th.
Okay.
And once again, their show had not come out yet. And we stay in touch all the way up until, I want to say, like end of September or something like that. But in the meantime, their show's going to come out. And we're in touch.
And do they do season 1 and 2 all at the same time and then split it in half? How did they get how are we already at season 3 in November of 25?
Yeah, I know. So season 1 was filmed a while ago. I think
Okay.
they shot the pilot. They recast it. I think they brought Jessi and Demi on after the
Okay.
pilot. Then you got season 1. And then they've started shooting 2 seasons a year.
Okay,
So,
got it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, while we're still talking, and she asked me to come to Utah to go see her premiere. And I think Jen might have said something, said this, like he was invited to dinner, which is true.
So
I was invited to go to her house with her husband there and like hang out and watch the premiere and stay there. Like,
Wait, you spent the night at the house?
No, I didn't end up going because
You didn't end up going?
I didn't end up going because Jen and Michaela were not my biggest fans, and they didn't agree with what Demi was doing, and I didn't want to cause a problem because, like I said, I knew Jen was not a fan of mine, and I was like, I don't want to cause problems, so I'm gonna just
Okay.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna not go. So I didn't end up going, but I was invited.
And
to
what
Utah.
month was that?
That? Was in September.
September of 24.
Correct.
Aging can be really great, but it also can come with stiff joints, and a recovery from a gym takes longer than you ever thought. Maybe your hair is thinning, your nails are breaking more than they used to. It also can kind of suck, aging, but that's where Bubs natural collagen peptides come in. Starting in your mid-20s, your body naturally produces less collagen, unfortunately, every single year. And collagen is the protein that holds everything together. It's literally the glue of the body. With Bubs, you can restore collagen levels closer to what your body naturally had in its youth. And that means stronger joints, healthier hair and nails, smoother skin, and faster recovery. They're going to be sending me Bubs, and I'm really excited to use it because I was actually looking into incorporating more collagen and peptides into my diet because I know I need it. And this looks amazing. Bubs Naturals doesn't just make the cleanest, most effective collagen peptides in the world. They also sell electrolyte supplements, MCT oil creamer, and more. All of their products have clean ingredients and are third-party tested. Live better longer. For a limited time only, our Juicy Scoopers are getting 20% off at Bubs Naturals by using code JuicyScoop at checkout. Just head to BUBSnaturals.com and use code JuicyScoop and you're all set. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent you. Fortunately, I don't wear contacts because it seems like everybody I know that wears contacts, there's always been some issue. Until now, let me tell you about 1-800-CONTACTS because they have been the leader in online contact lens delivery with millions of contacts in stock and award-winning customer service. Here's really what sets them apart from everyone else. They offer fast, free shipping on every order and have over 100 million contact lenses in stock ready to ship from their distribution centers across the country. Free returns and exchanges mean that you can order confidently. They even offer unbeatable perks like free torn lens replacements. One of my favorite things about 1-800-CONTACTS is that if you're running out of your contacts or having to make an eye doctor appointment every time because you're running low, 1-800-CONTACTS is the best solution because they will save you the time and the money. Getting contacts doesn't have to be a hassle. Let 1-800-CONTACTS get you the contact lenses you need right now. Order online at 1-800-CONTACTS.com or download the free 1-800-CONTACTS app today. Okay, so then after that premiere, do you continue to correspond?
Correct. Yeah.
All via FaceTime and text?
Text, phone calls,
And
Text
what are
and phone
you
calls for
guys
sure.
doing? Just talking about your workouts, or are you masturbating, or what are you doing?
That's a good question. No, I think, I mean, it was just, honestly, we just had a good friendship. We could talk about anything. Really,
Okay.
honestly. Yeah, we really could just talk about anything.
But at any point when you're talking to her, are you like, so what are you doing with your husband? I mean, can we ever meet up? Are you ever asking for that?
Yeah, I mean, so the original reason I go to LA, when she and Jessi are supposed to go, is because she told me to come out. She asked me to come and meet her in LA. Jessi asked me too, like on social media, like casually, but like Demi was like, "Hey, I'm going to be in LA. Come out."
So who all went? Was it to promote their Hulu thing?
I think they were doing a podcast, and
so it was
they were doing a
Jessi,
podcast
Demi.
with someone I know, obviously, and I was like, "Oh, perfect! I know that person. I'll come. We can all hang out."
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Jessi and just Jessi and Demi came out.
Correct. But no. Sorry. Demi didn't end up going because she
Okay.
was fighting with
The husband.
with Jessi about contracts for season 2.
That's right. So they reveal that in the first couple episodes, the first episode of season 3, where one of the girls goes, I think it's Michaela, goes through and kind of says where everybody's at the beginning of this filming, and Demi wanted 3 times as much money as the rest of us. So right now she's not filming.
That's for season 3.
Oh, for season 2, she's trying to get more too.
She's trying to do it too for season 2.
Okay, did she get more?
They all did.
Okay.
But she wanted more. But
Okay.
yeah. But it was really funny because she was including me in all those talks between her and Jessi. So like I knew everything that was going down about their contracts.
Oh, okay.
Because she made me very aware. Because my other friend that was dealing with Jessi, and she was relaying the information to me, what Jessi was saying, and then we were kind of all just trying to put it together of like, all right, what is Jessi saying? What's Demi saying? And then are we going to hang out in LA? And long story short, though, Demi doesn't end up coming, and Jessi just comes.
And so she comes out just to do the podcast. It wasn't press for anything. And you come out just for fun. You're not doing press for a villa or anything.
Correct. We ended up doing like I think it was like a Porsche like get together or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like a little brand thing.
Okay. And
Equinox.
so you all meet there, you're hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with you and Jessi now, who is married to her second husband?
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 kids. She has a successful hair salon and hair business. And she's 32 or around there. What happens with you guys?
Yeah. So I'm going to just backtrack really quick. And like, you don't see it on our show. And for whatever understanding, like she and all the girls say that I was only into Demi, which is true to an extent, but like.
This one is Demi.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
She's the one that you kissed at the villa.
Correct.
Then Jessi's in the front here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way we can like point to the girls.
No, for sure.
Okay, so go on.
But Jessi and I had a couple really good conversations in the villa, like very, very good conversations. She was very easy to talk to as well. Like, so I said, like, they're all really amazing people, but like Jessi, Demi, and Layla as well was who I was closest with in the villa. But Jessi and I hit it off for her enough to be like, yeah, come to LA, because she wanted to hang out as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it was weird. So once we found out Demi wasn't going, and I was like, well, I'm still going to go. Why wouldn't I go? Like, I do want to see Jessi. She was a very nice person. She was awesome to hang out with. Right away, I just got a vibe where I was like, I don't know what to think, because once I get to her hotel with my friend.
A guy friend?
No.
Oh.
It was Sheena.
Yeah.
but
I didn't know if you were going to say Sheena's name, but I'm remembering the story.
I was trying to leave her out of it.
Hold
for
on.
her.
Wasn't this all?
I was trying to leave
this
it out of it.
Was this before, after, or during the Sheena birthday party, the 40th birthday? Because I went to that party.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And I was not invited. This is way before. This is September the year before.
Okay, so months before. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so continue. So months after the 40th birthday, you come out, you're friendly with Sheena,
No, months before the 40th birthday.
Oh, this is the month before the 40th.
Yeah, because her birthday was this year.
Do you remember what month that was?
May.
Okay, May. Okay, so this is
September the year before.
Okay, so the thing had just premiered, and you go and hang out, and you and Sheena go over to Jessi's hotel in LA. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So she was just so excited to see me, to the point where she ran and jumped into my arms.
Like a toddler jump.
And wrapped her legs around me, where I was like, yeah, we were close in the villa. We really were. And you don't see it, but I was like, that was
a lot.
A little much.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not to say I wasn't into it. I was just
it's not like you can't carry her. You're pretty buff.
Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
That. So I was like, oh, maybe there's something I'm missing here, or something I'm trying to put together. And one thing just led to another, where we were just very flirtatious back and forth with each other the whole night. And then obviously alcohol was involved. So, our decisions were compromised to an extent, but not to say that she didn't want it and I didn't want it, because I definitely did.
So you say goodbye to Sheena and you go back to her hotel?
Yeah. We all say goodbye together.
Okay.
And Sheena's talked about this. We all leave Jessi's hotel room to go back to the Valley, and she's in West Hollywood.
Okay.
I was going to stay around there, and I told Jessi that, but we ended up going all the way back to Sheena's house in the Valley.
Yeah.
And Jessi is, she's like, do you want to come back? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so you go back to her hotel.
Yeah. So that was one of the harder things to deal with, because, and once again, I'm trying to leave them out of it, because I personally just don't want them to talk about it, because I'm trying to be respectful to them as well. But
who, the girls?
No, Sheena and Brock.
Yes, that's fine.
I go back to their house, and she asked me to come over, and I'm like, okay. So
you guys Uber together back?
No, I Uber alone back to Jessi's hotel room. And they were like, they're asking me where I'm going, what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to see a girl, whatever, trying to downplay it.
Okay.
And
so you didn't tell Sheena at that time?
No.
Okay.
I mean, she has my location. She's talked about that. She has my location. So, yeah.
She's the best. Okay, go on.
So
if anyone gets murdered, we know who to call first.
Yeah,
Sheena.
literally.
Okay, go on.
So then I get back to West Hollywood, and, Jessi has since told this story on Biofiles, where it's all true for the most part. We were up for hours talking, and just, one thing led to another, where we felt, comfortable enough where we wanted to kiss each other, and we did. And then we went to bed, and then I woke up, and she was like, Jordan's calling me. I think you need to leave. And I was just like, yeah, okay, no big deal. Because we were meeting up in an hour anyway.
So then
we were meeting up in an hour to do this influencing event. So I knew I was going to see her in an hour. So.
Okay, so continue. So then you do your influencing event. And then the text that she shares on the show is she's reading to the girls. So then let's watch. And then let me just tell you what I saw on the show, and then I have questions.
Yeah.
So Layla somehow communicates with you, and you tell her that you've been having an affair that involved full penetration. Sex.
That's what I said. Correct.
And she then goes to Jessi and is like, on camera, this is what's happening. It's on camera, so you better deal with it. Then Jessi says, just so you know, I told Jordan 6 months ago that this happened, and we did talk, and we did have, but all it was a kiss. So then they call you on speaker, on camera, and she's like, what are you saying that we had sex? And you are like, whatever, I had cum in my underwear, but what you do, you boo, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah, I'll explain. I guess I'll explain.
You had a wet dream.
No.
Like a 13-year-old boy?
No. Honestly.
I find that a little hard to believe, but okay.
No, it's so embarrassing that I said that, but I knew I was getting the phone call. Because while production was going on, this was all happening so fast, which actually, to backtrack really quick, I'm not, it sucks that I'm going to throw production under the bus, but Layla and I just spoke. We had our, our scene together where, I kept trying to say hook up and they wanted me to say sex and stuff like that. And I was just like, all right, whatever. So I end up saying we have sex, but the shitty thing was the fact that production ends up telling Jessi before she even gets to, it was supposed to be Layla surprising her with it.
Okay.
And to me, I watch it on the show and I'm like, that's a tough watch because I know I just had a conversation with you like 30, like an hour before.
A conversation with who?
With Jessi. So
and did she know? So you said, look, I already talked to Lala. It's all coming out on the show. Layla, sorry. It's all coming out on the show.
Yeah.
Before the conversation in the car with her. And
correct.
I did think the acting wasn't great.
So I was like.
Because Jessi was like this.
Yeah, I'm like.
But I mean, I think you'd be more shocked. The person that was truly shocked in hearing it for the first time was, I think, Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah.
When she comes back from her retreat and Dakota tells her, and she's just she truly seemed dumbfounded. So that's like a real reaction when you're like, wait, I thought the flirting was going on with Demi.
Yeah.
How did this jump to Jessi?
Yeah. Which is funny because I didn't know Layla was there to talk to me about Demi. Because like production had not made me aware of that. It was like I was supposed to only talk about Jessi.
Okay.
So, but I digress.
So after the night in the bed, where you both admit to kissing only, no dry humping. I'm a dry humping queen. If that's all I had to do in life, I'd be fine. I wouldn't have kids, but I'd be fine.
Okay.
I like it with jeans.
Nice.
Anyway, we're not go. Did a Mormon jump on the bed while you did the soaking? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do. I'm aware of it.
There wasn't another Mormon. Did
person.
Sheena jump on the bed so that you could perform soaking?
Yes, she did.
No, it was Brock.
No.
Brock's a strong guy.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
No.
So
what Jessi said is true.
So this is what you're saying. Just kissing.
Yeah.
Where did the cum come from?
It didn't. I was so, once again, I'm in my mind trying to figure out what I'm gonna like. What you're saying? Am I gonna like? Am I just like? Do I stick to this lie that I just told? Do I try and just come clean about it now? But then I look stupid. So like I was so in my head. And then the production
of it all.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. What am I doing?
Okay.
So in my mind, I'm like, how do I try and sell this?
So when did all the sexy text happen that she's reading with her husband right behind her in earshot at that event, which was like episode 2 of this season?
Yeah. So that was all after.
Okay.
And I think
then you were trying to maybe have another hookup in real life.
Oh, we were talking nonstop, 100%. And like, once again, I'm trying to be respectful to Jessi as much as Jordan too. I like both of them. They're very nice people, and I'm very apologetic.
Well, I mean, they talked all about you and read your text.
I know, but I do want to be sympathetic to them because
nice
of their family.
Yeah.
I hope you know that. But I do want to obviously speak the truth of. She has said that it was like for 2 weeks. It was way longer than 2 weeks.
The going back.
Yeah, like we were really strong for like 2 weeks, whatever it was.
And was it just texting or was it phone calls and FaceTime?
Oh yeah, 100% phone calls, FaceTime.
Okay.
She was, sending me pictures. I would send her pictures.
Sexy pictures.
I'm not going to say specific, but I'll say no. I'll say no. And yeah. And,
okay.
But once Jordan caught us.
Her husband.
Yeah, once her husband caught us.
And how did he catch it?
We were all in Vegas together, and they just talked about it on the other podcasts. And he did catch us.
You, Jordan,
and Jessi.
Jessi were all in Vegas together, like hanging out, having dinner. Where were you?
Yeah. So they were in town, and I don't know what they were doing, if it was podcasts or just hanging out with her family because she brought her other sisters and their husbands. But I set them up for dinner one night.
Where?
Somewhere at the Aria.
Okay.
But it was a Tao Group property, so I knew people from Tao Group. Got them a complete full comp dinner.
Okay.
And they were amazing. And then we all go to Marquee the next day together.
The nightclub.
Because I met them at dinner once they were done.
Okay.
Just to hang out, gamble a little bit, whatever. And then the next day we go to the day club together.
Oh, day club.
Yeah, it was a day club together.
What month is this now?
It was the same time. It was
still September?
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
either end of September, I want to say, end of September.
Okay.
And
of 24.
yeah, correct. Okay. And yeah, like, you know,
so you're at the
I'm
day
just
club,
being extremely hospitable to them. Like, I'm trying to make sure they have a good time,
Right.
but obviously I want to see Jessi, and, you know, I'm trying to be respectful. And then, like, and honestly, I'll say this now, like, Jordan and I just, like, we hit it off. And
maybe you can be sister husband.
He was so cool.
Could you be brother husbands? Did you ever think about a new reality show called Brother Husbands, which is a spin-off of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Oh, perfect. Any spin-off, perfect.
Okay.
But no, and then this is where the guilt started to eat away at me, where I felt like, wow, I really am a piece of shit now.
Okay.
Because this guy is really cool. And like, I'm like, what am I doing here? And it sucks because like that whole time we're texting back and forth, like,
even during Vegas.
Yeah, like trying to see each other and stuff like that.
Like how, what, around the corner? In a bathroom at the Marquee?
I mean, yeah, like I'll be texting her while she's sitting right across from me. Like, it's like,
and you're, what are you saying? Let's fucking go make out and dry hump in that bathroom over there? What are you saying? Yeah?
Something. I don't know.
Hot.
Something. So it was really tough situation trying to navigate through, and I felt like such a piece of shit.
So then you decide you're having a bromance with the husband.
Yeah, like to the point where everyone left, and it was just like me and Jordan hanging out for a little bit,
talking what, sports and shit,
just shooting the shit. Like,
okay.
He was, like I said, he was so cool, and it sucks how everything played out. But I mean, I deserve it. I wholeheartedly made a huge mistake.
How does he find out?
So I leave. I set them up at Vanderpump Cocktail Garden
for dinner,
and then we were going to go to a nightclub again.
Okay.
But she had something they were doing or whatever. I think she said they were in dinner, but
okay.
I don't know the specifics. And I guess he caught us texting and took her phone, and it was.
And then does he write you as Demi?
So
I'm sorry, as Jessi?
No, he calls me.
And what does he say? And so you're like, hey, buddy, how are those 49ers? And then he says,
no,
what?
You know what? No. I think Jessi calls me first. I don't remember. I can't remember.
So
God, it was like the craziest
so then you're
hour.
Hey, girl, when are we going to dry hump? And he's like, it's Jordan.
No.
What happened?
He called me on his phone, but I think Jessi warned me first. And I think then he texted me being like, I know. And I was like, no, what? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
oh.
And then he calls me, and then we end up having a conversation about it.
What does he say?
He was actually extremely calm.
What did he say?
He was extremely calm. He just wanted to know the truth. And that's where I tell him the truth.
That you kissed in the hotel.
Yeah. And, you know, I told him the truth and exactly what happened. And obviously he could see the text messages, but yeah. And then that's why, and Jessi does say this, where she was so just, you know, struck and shocked that I said we had sex, because that wasn't the truth. And
okay.
She knew that because that's what I told Jordan, and Jordan knew that as well. And that's why they were so upset about the entire thing, and why I look dumb for lying, and I deserve that. I should never have lied. Don't lie, be honest. And that was what really hurt me, because I knew.
But just to be clear in what you're telling me, you kind of went that extra thing. I've had like Real Housewives and stuff tell me that the cameras are in their kitchen and they're doing a scene with their kid, and the producers are like, just get to this part, you know?
Always.
And they're finally like, okay, so if I say this, oh, you're having sex with your girlfriend, to their son, then you guys can get the fuck out of my kitchen. I can go to bed and the day is done. Basically, yes. So I know sometimes reality stars are pushed to say or do or get to something quicker, because truly they just want the day to be done. They want the mic off their back. And it sounds a little bit, from what you've told me, or a lot bit, that that's sort of where you got yourself in that pickle of a lie that is pretty bad of a lie. To say that you had sex when you didn't. Yeah,
for sure. And like, I mean, I was heavily influenced by Demi as well. And she knew she had that power over me, because I didn't know what I really had no idea. And like,
why
you
were
even
you
see the lie detector.
Why were you influenced by Demi to say that you had sex with Jessi?
Because Demi's the one who brought it to production. I didn't bring it to production.
To share that this shit's been going on.
She used it as leverage to get more money in her third contract season.
That's what I've heard.
So
that people think that she orchestrated this whole thing, even pursued a flirtation with you and a texting relationship with you after, to then be the Tom Sandoval, Ariana of it all, and have this exciting thing going on and then leverage it for more money.
Correct. Which
and
is
you believe that's true?
100% true. 100%. And
so do you think she never really was interested in you or jeopardizing her marriage?
I think like once she found out about the Jessi stuff, we had a long conversation after she accused me of it and I denied it.
So you think she was jealous of the Jessi thing then? I mean, I would be if I was flirting with this guy for a while.
In the conversation
and then
we
he
had,
ends up with my co-star. I would be like, what the fuck? Whether this is real or not, I don't like you talking to another girl and being interested in another girl that looks exactly like me.
In the conversation, I don't want to say jealousy, but she definitely had a feeling about it where she didn't feel good about it, where she's like, I got to put up boundaries and all this stuff. And then we pretty much stopped talking right after that. So if I look back on it, hindsight, like that's what it seems like for sure.
So,
but
I'm guessing you didn't go to the nightclub that night.
No, God.
Did they go to the Vanderpump cocktail?
No.
The weekend is done.
Yeah, the weekend was shot.
And they go off and they deal with this. They don't share it with any cast members. And you stop communication.
No. And that's the thing.
You did or you didn't?
No, I did not.
You did not stop communication with Jessi
and
after
this is where I feel like I'm even a worse person and I deserve it. I suck. I
okay, what happened?
We kept talking. We stayed in touch for, all the way up until I came out about this. I think like we would not talk as much anymore, obviously, because Jordan was so aware that he didn't want, he's, looking at her phones and all that stuff. But we had transitioned to WhatsApp. We were going through Instagram. Like we were staying off the phone. We were trying to navigate it as best we could. And that's why it was so tough.
Was it still sexual in nature, the communication?
I think like, there was a part of it, but a part of it was me comforting her because I could tell she was going through a lot. And it was more me trying to understand and be there for her and let her know that I cared for her. And, I will always be there for her, whatever she needs.
Okay, so now what month and year are we in that you're still communicating? Are we in 2025 yet?
No. 2025, I think the last conversation I had with her in 2025 was probably my birthday. She messaged me. My birthday's in January.
Okay.
She was having some medical procedures done.
She got a nose job.
No, actual health concerns.
Because she was honest about the nose job. So okay.
Actual health concerns.
Okay.
And I had messaged her hoping everything's gonna be okay. She had messaged me for my birthday, and then I think we didn't talk much after January because I think I started filming I would have to look at the dates, either end of February, early March, something like that.
What did you filmed their show?
Lives, yeah.
So February, March, they bring you on.
Yeah.
What episodes are you in? Because I've only watched the first 2.
Yeah, so I'm in 3 and 4.
Okay.
But I'm talked about the entire season.
Right. Well,
because once it transitions from me and Jessi, it goes into then me and Demi, and the allegations and stuff like that.
And so right now on Hulu, you can watch the whole season.
Correct. Yes, you can.
So people need to. I didn't have time to watch the whole season, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because I want people to watch it because it's juicy.
It's very juicy.
And now this point of view that you might not get in an edited show.
Yeah.
Do you make an appearance at the reunion with Stassi?
That's a tricky one. I was supposed to be.
Okay.
I was supposed to be. And I'm not.
Okay.
An hour before we're supposed to film it, they asked me not to do it.
Okay.
And honestly, the circumstances, you'll end up finding out, I'm very okay with it. Because I was extremely left in the dark on a lot of things where I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, we're prepping for it, trying to figure out what's going on, not really getting much, coming up with exactly what I'm going to say about this or that, not really knowing. And thankfully, I think it worked out for the best. I really do.
So when was the reunion just filmed?
The reunion was filmed in end of August, early September.
Okay, so they filmed the show that we're going to watch like March, April, May. Do you know how much?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're filming season 4 right now.
So then there was like a summer break, and now and then they got together in August to do the reunion.
Yep.
So
while they're
still
filming season 4.
Okay, so this is still a few months away. Okay,
Yep.
I mean back.
Yeah,
And
we filmed season 3. Well, that's the thing. I was contracted for episodes season 2, 11 through 20, which they ended up turning into a season 3.
Got it. Okay.
Which is kind of funny because they ended up adding me into episode 10 of season 2, which I was not contracted for, but whatever.
Do you feel the money was good?
We're not going to get into that one, but not as good as them. But it's okay.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But no. So we filmed February, March to June, I believe. June is when the season 3 stopped, and then they picked up cameras again in August.
Okay.
August.
And so
for season 4.
How do you feel? Like, where are you now in your life? You said you had an incredible weekend because you saw me from afar at the Hakkasan Club.
It was fun. I was like, "Oh, Heather McDonald, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? You look like you're having fun."
I just did my show at the MGM Grand, which is in the same, and so they hooked me up, which was so fun, and to see Kyle cook and everything. He was great. He
was really good,
wasn't he? Great, and you DJ too.
I DJ as well. I'm dropping some music soon that I'm very excited about.
Cool.
So I'm starting to book some gigs around the country, but mainly in Vegas for sure. But
is that kind of like the career path you want to go? Is sort of use this notoriety to like get people to go and enjoy you as a DJ?
Absolutely. I think I'm always been entrepreneurial, and then I always have a lot of passions. Music has been one of them. Hospitality, why I look up to Lisa is one of them because she's such a good mentor for that. So I would love.
Yeah, her places in Vegas are so genius.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And she's got one coming out soon in Scottsdale, and then she has
Scottsdale is such a great.
Yeah, she's taking over the Cromwell Hotel as well. The Cromwell Hotel is hers. It's gonna be crazy.
I think it's genius that she's going to other states and stuff, and no,
it's great. But there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about. Music and DJing is one of them. I don't want to be like one of those people that just shows up at a club and just like takes pictures with people and that's getting paid there to do that. Like I want to be out there and like give you something.
Performing.
Yeah, I want to give you something, But yeah.
So where do you stand?
Seeing you was fun though. It was a good time for sure. That was a really cool and actually I wanted to backtrack because Kyle is a perfect representation.
Kyle Cook
is a perfect representation of like somebody that I wanted to meet. And what's funny is I didn't get a chance to meet him because he was DJing, and then I didn't stay long enough.
Yeah.
I left like right as he was finishing.
Yeah.
But he's an entrepreneur. He's on reality TV. He DJs. He's married, whether it's going good or not. But like that persona, like I'm not saying I agree with all his choices he makes. I'm just saying that
what I think is good is he
extremely
kept
diverse.
Yeah, he kept that is why Lisa, really is the success story of all success stories. Because she was an exciting reality personality in herself, but she already had a business that was doing well, but then exponentially made it huger, had spinoffs and all these other shows. And and Kyle is good. He has the beverage company. But he wanted to DJ too, which is great. Hannah Berner was on that show.
Oh yeah.
She was doing funny stuff before and then she used that platform to actually do stand up, become a good stand up, like do the work. Yeah. And get to a place where, it can be a wonderful springboard, especially in today's world where there isn't that much production happening. And so you're crazy, I think, to turn down a reality show thing unless you're, an old rich person that's doing illegal shit.
Really worried about your life coming out.
It's like, but if you're a younger person, which is why I think they're pursuing a lot of younger talent on Hulu and Bravo, it's like already that generation has already shared so much, like the TikTok girls. They'd already shared so much. If I was a producer, that's who I would be pursuing because they're already used to being authentic in the social media world. Yeah. And then putting on another level is just a greater platform to then get other businesses going. So that's cool. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
What's your romantic life like right now?
That's a tough one as well because I wish I could say more. I cannot because I think you'll end up seeing some stuff come out. But,
okay.
I think I'm obviously trying to navigate things to the best I can, whether it's with my ex or other.
Hannah, you're still seeing her?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
But I did not say that either.
Okay.
But it's one.
She's adorable.
She's a really good person. You haven't seen the episode yet, but she tries to come to my defense.
Okay.
To shut down those accusations.
Okay.
And that's because I wasn't there. I got uninvited to that event because of that. And she did a great job trying to protect me, which I appreciate. But romantically, I'm figuring that one out, as well as just trying to figure out everything that's going on right now, to be honest with you. It's tough to be, I think, anyone in the reality TV space, it's tough to maneuver real relationships because you don't really know someone's authentic reasoning of, them trying to talk to you. So
yeah,
it's kind of like,
it is really hard. I mean, when you think about like the Vanderpump original cast, even Brittany met Jax at a Vegas party.
Yeah.
And, now she's the star of the show and very well liked and, wonderful human being. But it's like, and then for the talent, it's sometimes they meet someone great and that person then goes, I don't want to film with you. Mm-hmm. And they're like, it's the same thing when a housewife gets divorced and her husband says, I don't want the kids on, which is understandable. But at the same time, then that housewife, nobody ever sees her being a mom, and they just see her getting drunk and throwing wine at people, and they're like, "You're a horrible mother," and you're like, "Well, they didn't let me show you when I'm like making turkey tacos with my kids." Yeah. So it's a hard thing to maneuver. I have a lot of empathy for it. Even the BravoCon stuff this weekend, I was like, seeing now all the fans, saying this one was nice and this one wasn't nice, and I'm like, you guys don't understand that
you're judging it off such a
real actor, a real actor does press for a movie and it's over. Yeah. They are not expected to say hi and take a photo with every single person, waiting for a valet, waiting for this, and if they don't, then that fan is like, well, they're a horrible person, and they do a TikTok about it. I mean, it's just, it's a lot. You don't realize how accessible you have to be as a reality star. It's not the same as being an actor, and people expect more from you. And it's cool that you are like that because you're not, Tom Cruise, but at the same time, it's like you just can't win.
No, it's really tough.
You just kind of can't win.
It's tough to maneuver through a lot of those things. And it's like,
how does your family feel about the fact that you are now in this space?
My parents are very supportive. They're absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I was raised from a really good old school Italian family that like has taken care of me very, very well. And they're extremely sympathetic to the decisions that I make, whether they're good or bad. They try to understand that, one, it's a reality TV show, and they also know me as a son where they know I'm not like that. Because there's times where it can be authentically yourself on TV, but also performative. And people don't always understand that. But I think the hardest part of what they've been dealing with lately is the accusations, because my mother sees that and she's so heartbroken where a woman like that can make accusations about her son, where she now is questioning what I'm doing and defend me to either other family members or to the people she works with. And it just sucks. I feel so bad for them. Yeah. And I know, like, I put myself in that position being on reality TV, but I never would have thought this would have ever happened.
Since you didn't really seek it out.
No.
Were you, because I said this, Hannah said the same thing. I'm like, you're so beautiful. Were you pursuing modeling, acting? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
So you guys really weren't like theater kids or models or anything?
I had done some modeling.
Okay.
I'd done theater in high school, never after that. But I knew I was going to get on reality TV. I'd been auditioning for a few different shows that I hadn't gotten on.
So it was something that you saw yourself doing?
Yeah. I'd auditioned for a couple different things that I'm very happy I didn't end up doing now.
Like what? Can you say?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, it was like two different.
It wasn't Gigolos, was it?
No.
Okay. On Showtime, male hookers.
Definitely not. No.
Okay, good. That's all I care about.
Yeah, and I had known once I fell in love with Vanderpump Rules that I was like, this is what I'm going to do, 100%. I was so adamant about it, and I film on Vanderpump Rules, like 1 episode, 2 episodes.
When they came to Vegas, or
no, here in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The new cast.
No, the old cast. Not to say I wouldn't do the new one.
Yeah,
I would be open to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Me too.
Yeah, it's well, this was so interesting.
I know. It really,
Thank you. I'm gonna let everyone know. See, like this is not a cute photo of you.
Yeah.
Here
See,
you
that's
are.
that's winter. That's winter Marciano, unfortunately. And I learned that the hard way of not being able to put on weight in the winter anymore because I have to do press things. I said, now I have to stay in shape all the time.
You look totally different.
I know, it's.
I mean, that guy's cute. He just doesn't look like you.
I appreciate it.
And then, this was a juicy thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota dated
I think he just
Taylor's
talked to her.
baby mama's best friend.
Yeah, I think he just talked to her.
So here is where people can follow you.
Yes.
Marciano. Am I saying it? Marciano.
Yeah, you got it.
B. That's all.
Yep.
Marciano B.
Yep.
He has a blue check mark.
I do.
He's got some good chest body workout. I mean, that is pretty good. My God.
I try.
Jeez. See, that does not look like that.
No. And that's winter. You have to understand. And I had to figure it out. I didn't realize how many press things you do. Like where I'm like, okay, I can't take a day off anymore. I have to stay in shape all the time and look good.
Very cool.
Like that guy, like I shaved my face thinking, and it didn't grow back in time. And then I was like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, you know
maybe,
what that is?
maybe
Okay,
I'll
are
shave
you
my
normally
face.
a beard person or not?
Yeah, I usually am. And I shaved it because I was doing something. I wanted to see how it looked. And then it didn't grow back fast enough. Where I was like, I'm screwed.
That's what it is. That's why you look. Okay, I like the beard.
Thank you.
I think the beard is cool. If you ever had to like play a role where you're someone much younger,
I could,
then I think then you look a lot younger without the facial hair. That's so interesting when it like really changes a guy's looks.
I didn't know.
Anyway, tall drink of water, very worked out.
Thank you.
Italian delight. Thank you for coming here and telling the show of Secret Lives. What is it? Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I call them Tuck Mom. The girls are great. They're beautiful. The husbands are interesting. It's a huge hit, and they're sharing it all, and it's juicy. So I say you guys check it. And then Villa, you're not on that, but that's coming back, right? Or is it not coming back?
It's coming back.
It's coming back. Okay, but none of the people I've now interviewed are on it anymore, or maybe
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Very good. Well, I love it all, and everybody follow Marciano B on Instagram. Everything for me is at heathermcdonald.net.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Everyone go watch the Juicy Scoop. Thanks for having me.
On YouTube, everywhere. Follow it. If you're listening to this, you can see how cute he is on my YouTube. You can subscribe for free. Watch it for free. This is free. Thank you. Bye.